Asanteni sana. Kama vile mmeelezwa, kwa majina naitwa Jerome Oche, katibu katika Wizara ya Habari, Mawasiliano, Uvumbuzi na masuala ya vijana. Those who are here, I remember very well last time I asked somebody to translate the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs from English to Swahili. Kuna mtu alipata? Form 2, 3 and 4, because those were the people who are here. So the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs ni Wizara ya Habari, Mawasiliano, Teknolojia, Uvumbuzi na masuala ya vijana. Tunahusishwa sana na masuala ya vijana. Ndio maana wakati tulipokuwa hapa mwaka uliopita, watu wanasema Wajaluo waongee Kiswahili. Wakati tulipokuwa hapa mwaka uliopita, tulikubaliana na tukasema tutajaribu kutafuta jinsi tutaweza kusaidia vijana hawa, hasa wale wanaosoma masomo ya kompyuta. So wakati mwalimu mkuu alitupeleka pale katika lab, tukaangalia tukasema basi kama masomo ya kompyuta inaendelea hapa, nasi pia kama wizara tutajaribu tuwezavyo kuhakikisha ya kuwa tunajaribu kuendeleza masomo haya. We are all aware that the world is moving towards technology. Everything in the very near future will move towards technology, will be moving towards even service delivery. As a ministry and as a government, we are focusing on issues of digitalizing government. By digitalizing government, we will provide an opportunity whereby we will provide most of the government services online. And I would want you to be part of this journey. Because as we provide these services online, we will require people with skills, people with knowledge who can actually support our objectives. For example, we have been talking about building an ICT infrastructure, connectivity. We can provide that infrastructure, but then we must have people who provide solutions that ride on that infrastructure. Otherwise, you will build an infrastructure that is not useful. To just make you clearly understand, let me draw a parallel. It's just like somebody building a very nice road, a highway or a super highway, but there are no vehicles to go through that. So we need to invest both on the infrastructure. We also need to invest on what is riding on the infrastructure. What will be riding on the infrastructure is basically the government services that will be provided. But key among that is the fact that we will need to develop skills. We want you to be developers, application developers, web developers, systems developers, and beyond that, quite a number of things in the technology field. Those who are doing IT, you must have heard about artificial intelligence. You have also heard about machine learning. You have heard about robotics. We want you to be the people who will actually now, the next generation of robots, will not be relying on people from outside. We will actually be relying on our own people to actually build and develop those skills. And it is you people, Sindio. Clearly, you have seen two old students. Na hii sio ile old ya kusema they are really old. Because somebody who was here in 1979, Muneza estimate, those people who are very good in, there's a subject called theory of estimation. Those who are very good in estimating, how old is that guy? Somebody who was here in 1979. If he was here in 1979, that already means that is 43 years ago, sindio? Then, ongeza the general age of a Form 6. Sio Form 4, Form 6. Form 6 walikuwa 18, walikuwa around 18 there. So the guy, somebody who has mentioned 61. Hayuko mbali sana. It is around there. Form 6 was around 17, 18. So, what we are saying is that it gives you comfort and also give you hope that Director Hesbon Malway was at one time also standing or sitting when you go to class, sitting in a desk just like any one of you. Sindio? Director Kimotho also at one time was either standing or sitting in when you go to class in the same place where you are. Director Malway, ulikuwa dom inaitwa nini? Aha, ni akina nani wako Owen? Uh-huh. Now I can see a lot of directors here. Kimotho? Stansfield 1. Does that name still hold? I am told that Stanfield was converted into a class. But anyway, the message I'm trying to pass here is this. That all of us seated here, at one time, we were standing or sitting in a classroom just like you. And you can make it. But certainly, there are certain key elements that you must implement in order to make it, isn't it? Key number 1, discipline. That discipline is very important. Discipline in terms of following what needs to be done. Discipline also with respect to time. So we all need to focus on that. Certainly hard work. Yeah? That we must also complement our discipline with hard work. You don't just sit in class and say, since I am disciplined, nitapita. Uwe inafanyika hivyo kweli? You must complement your discipline with hard work. Does that bell mean I should stop? Then thirdly, of course, always trust in God. There is a God in heaven. Kiamka asubuhi unasema ni asante. When COVID came, that is when people realized that the oxygen we breathe is not taken for granted. That you can find yourself in a situation whereby you cannot breathe, you cannot get that oxygen, and even the cost of that oxygen is not affordable. So mara nyingi huwa tunakumbushwa Pastor mwalimu ulisema ni Pastor Bishop Reverend atakwambia lazima uwe tunamshukuru Mungu na kumkumbuka wakati zote. So I don't want to take most of your time. What I'm simply saying is that today, together with the team that you are seeing here, we want to bring you a message of hope, and we also to follow up on a commitment that we made. I remember when I came here last year, we said tutajaribu tuwezavyo ili tuweze kuleta computers hapa ziweze kuingia kwa lab. Kwa bahati nzuri, we found our partner Huawei Technologies ambao wametusaidia hivi kwamba leo tuna nafasi ya kuwaletea computers. So we have brought you the computers. They are actually in that truck. We could not offload all of them in the interest of time. This is the sample computer, and we have brought you, how many are there in total? We have brought you a total of 18 computers. I want to say that is just the beginning. Na vile tulisema last time, we also commit that next time zingine zikipatikana, tutakumbuka kuna shule inaitwa Maseno School. We commit to bring in some more. And I want you to hold me to my words. Mungu akitupatia uhai, we will come here again and bring you more computers. This is just the beginning, and we've started a journey of partnership. I would also want to see if we can create, there is what we are calling an Ajira club within the Maseno School. This is a club that is just like the science club, but this is a club that looks at how do we use technology to do online work. That I will consult with the institution and see what framework we can use so that we begin telling you and showing you how people can work online and actually earn a living through online work. There are quite a number of people who are living here in Kenya, but are actually working for companies in the US, working for companies in Europe, and that is enabled and it is possible through the use of technology. So we'll work with the administration to see how we can set up an Ajira club whereby we will be using technology in terms of creating jobs and making sure that we can get employment through the use of technologies. With those many remarks, I wish to sincerely thank you, and let me say that I'm happy to be here and I will continue to be happy to come here again. I am also an alumni because I was here last year and I have come back this year. So when I say Maseno strong, I am an alumni of Maseno. Maseno strong. Strong. Maseno strong. Committed to excellence. Asanteni sana.